Now, which way does the cable go on? So in today's video we are going to turn a 4-cell into a 3-cell battery. This one is damaged. You can see the puffiness here. What I done was I took off the end connector. Here so I can trim it down to 4 connections. As you can see there, the size it should be. Basically took them out. I had a bit of insulation tape on the ends so they don't accidentally hit off each other. This one here is it's a graphene Turnigy 4-cell, so let us try to get this off. So basically it's a 4-cell battery with a problem, and instead of throwing the whole thing out, I would rather use the 3 cells as a backup if there is 3 cells working. So let's try and separate all these and check. Look at it doing. Right, I'll keep that. Right, now let us separate all this. Now I don't have a cell checker to check which cell is okay and which is damaged, so I'm going to have to do them one by one. I'll take out this tape first with a multimeter. So that's a bit of foam there to stop them from touching and short circuiting. That is my guess. Right, how are we going to check this now? Right, what I will do is separate them, separate them all, and then check them out one by one, and then see what is available to work with. Right, so I separated the battery pack into 2, and I checked the voltage. You can see in the multimeter this one's at 7.3, so those 2 cells are okay. So that meant one of these 2 was the culprit, and to be honest I didn't know which, because I didn't really see much in the way of puffiness, because I thought it was puffed up. Obviously I didn't know what I was looking at, so back wrong way around I think. Here we go, that was at 3.6 and it should be 3.7, so that's close enough. And this one here is dead as a doornail. I get as much voltage from me nearly as I would from that. So this is the bad one, so we step that aside. Now comes the task of putting it all back together. Then we'll have a 3-cell, or what I could do is I could keep the 2-cell and use that for a battery pack for my goggles. But I only have one battery for the quad, so I'm going to use a 3-cell, make the 3-cell. So let's So that's plus, so this is minus, so this is plus. Let me just do a check here. See which is the plus. Because we're getting positive voltage here, this one is the plus. So it's going to have to go that way for those two to connect, and then we will get a cable on, and then we will sort out the balance cable as well. So let's just, nice blob of solder in the middle of them. Get it up. I probably should try and pre-tin. It's going to be on this side. Okay, that doesn't want to stick. That was a silly thing. Right, so that doesn't want to stick. So what do? We can pinch them and fold them. Let's try it this way. Okay, it looks like they were crimped together. Then that wire was just soldered on. Now, how are we going to crimp that? Let's go with a snip here. A snip here. Put them up together and cross them into each other so they're crooked to be damned. And let's see if we can get a nice big blob in there. Now we need a balance cable, which I have one here, which I took off not so long ago, or before when I was dismantling it. Let me just pre-tin that. And a bit of solder to there. Let that join in, like so. And then we want this one. The big badass cable. You know, the bigger it is, the longer it's going to take. This cable gets hot. This cable gets hot. Check. At the moment we have the positive, the balance cable, another balance cable with the negative, with all them attached. We have power just under 11. I'll put the rubber back in to stop them from touching off each other, and we're going to try and put it back together again. Yeah, it's like anything in life, when you unpack something you can never pack it back the same way as it was. It's going to be a tad bit big, so these are little plastic cards on these. I assume they're protection. I see it's a bit on the big side. Now, I could do with a nice big bit of a heat shrink to go over all that, which is something I will have to invest in, I think. But for now, I'm just gonna wrap it up with a bit of insulation tape. Right, I'll leave it like that for now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a small bit of heat shrink tubing just to keep them all together down there, and then we'll add on our block and try to get it charged. So let's get this off, get the first one in, and because we don't want any short circuits while we're doing all this, I like to keep it safe. As I say, better safe than sorry. But it'll be okay if the grounds or the negatives touch. As long as the negative doesn't touch the positive. That's where holy smoke comes in. So let's get this up. Fiddly little bugger. Now, which way is which? I should have. Right. Don't see second. That's for second. Third, like so. And then this. Now, which way does the cable go on? If you take our other battery that we have, you see the red is all the way over to the left. So we'll start with the red to the left, and the rest to the right. So that means these are going that way. Just clip them in like so. I probably should have added another bit of heat shrink for when these were on, but I was not thinking. And then there we go. And that is that, basically. So that will plug in just nicely into the 3S, like so. So let's connect it up and see if we blow up. Now, the moment of truth. And there we have it, on charge. Here we are, fully charged now with the 3-cell battery, and let us check and see how that. Let's check the voltage and see if we are up and about. You got 12.5, 12.2. That's close enough. I think 12.6 is a full charge. So that to me would be a success. From going from a 4-cell to a 3-cell, and now I have another battery I can play around with. I'll just tape this up and away we go.